When you look around you, what do you see? We see a space of infinite possibilities. We believe that creating our own space is the basis for human relations, a space to know ourselves and to connect with our surroundings. This thought not only inspires all our creations, but goes beyond our brand. It's an attitude towards life. That's why we want to share our dreams to serve as an inspiration. With an innovative and sustainable spirit, we are driven by helping people create the best possible spaces, to make the environment around us an evocative place where we can enjoy extraordinary experiences, combining design and functionality. We believe the world would be a better place if we keep in mind that everything we do, invent, and create is in order to live better. Because the best thing about creating something is living it. Neolith. Touch, feel, live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SHIFT 2022. A very good afternoon to everyone. Let us now start with the afternoon segment of Building Communities Theme Conference. This afternoon we have two speakers. The first will be Joe Patchara from POAR, Northumbria, Thailand. And the second speaker will be Joe Jinman from Joe Jinman Architects, Seoul, to engage with us. Before I invite the first speaker to the stage, let me do a short introduction of him. Joe Patchara is from POAR, Northumbria. POAR, P-O-A-R, stands for Patchara and Omnicha Architecture, and it is a multidisciplinary research and design company based in Northumbria, with a focus on hospitality and residential design. It is established in 2011 by partners Joe Patchara Wongboon Sin, Omnicha Duriya Prapan, and Prakai Vorani Sarako. Their work explores the boundaries between craft, tradition, and contemporary practice with an emphasis on accessible narratives and impactful community outcomes. Without further ado, let us have Joe Patchara on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to speak here. This is my first international lecture outside of Bangkok, so definitely nervous, the same as Patchara. Okay. This is my office in Nonthaburi. Actually, we established in 2011. Me and my wife, Onisha Duriyapapan, we are both architects. And this is my team, including my interns. So right now our team is 10 people. Me and my wife are standing in the middle of the picture with my son. Paul is our initial P as Patchara or Onisha and architects. Today versus the past, the human behavior never change. People eat, sleep, walk, and socialize, and need to live in the shelter. However, the materials are very limited nowadays. For example, in Thailand, the local materials such as good woods, the teak woods, are no longer available in the market, and we have to import it from either Myanmar or Laos. So our challenge is to design architecture with the use smallest amount of materials and make it last as long as possible. I think this creature represents what we are trying to do very well. It's a fiddler crab, a symmetrical exoskeleton creature. It is evolving by minimizing the scale of its body and also one of the claw. One claw is bigger to catch big fish, and the other claw tear it to the mouth. The exoskeleton creatures are always have small figures with the thinnest exterior bone to protect the living organs inside. So our projects explore various behaviors of space through the use of architectural structure. Despite the size of architecture, the building always cause an effect beyond its boundaries. Our aim is to revive the forgotten spirits of place where the architecture is located. We want to turn the type of project that is supposed to be hospitality, luxury, and exclusive into an inclusive one and make it tied to the surroundings, the histories, and the community around it. The first project is called Varivana Resort. It's located at Got Phangan, which is on the south side of Thailand. It is a small island, and our site is on the hill of that island. So in the past, the parents would give the land on the hill to their best children because they can grow a coconut orchard, and they will give the land close to the beach to the worst children because it means it costs nothing. Because there are no tourists at that time, the sand is not the best choice to do coconut orchard. So most of the beachfront are sold to the investors and turned into the resorts, and the rest of the island remains orchards and become cheap bungalows. We want to show that the hill land, the land on the hill can turn into a hotel that is as good as the beach in front, to preserve the beachfront zone to remain natural. Most of the tourists go to the beach to dip in the sea for less than an hour and do mostly sunbathing because the beach has good wind and they can do sunbathing for a long time. However, the wind contains salt particles and it makes people feel itchy, sticky. The site is on the hill of Got Phangan Island, surrounded with active and non-active coconut orchards. The wind speed is equivalent to the beach, but contain less salt particles. So, as you can see on the plan, the beach is on the west side. So our guest rooms are facing the beach, and the wind is also came from the west side. So we designed the guest room tower that can accelerate the wind speed by allowing the cross ventilation through each room. And on the back side of each room, we have a wind courtyard. So it becomes a stack ventilation on the back side. The hotel allows guests to be able to sleep with natural ventilation. Each room has a personal sun lounger balcony. We allow visual connection and interaction on the balcony, the same as the beach. The balconies cantilever 2.5 meters from the guest room. This direction allows the user to lay down and enjoy the orchard view with the ocean as a background. The shifting balcony allows east sunlight to reach all the surface of each balcony, like this. This is the view from the lobby. So looking from the front road, you will see only coconut trees. And the building emerged from the greenery. And people drive on the back side of the building to the lobby, you will see it is a single loaded corridor, and on the back side is a wind shaft. This is a lobby that has no wall. It also accelerates the wind speed and make it a nice place to sit without AC. This is during the sunset. And on the top floor of each building, the visitor, the guest can see this, the ocean from 1 kilometer away. So we put the public facility on the top, like restaurants and swimming pool. So this project, we try to use the local material, the material that we can find in the area. And the only two things that can be found is coconut wood and the concrete. So local houses always use coconut wood as a skin, but coconut wood is not strong enough to be exposed facade. So local workers always use coconut wood as a formwork of the concrete building. So we apply this coconut wood as a formwork of the entire exterior wall of our building. And it looks like this. So you see the imperfect and the roughness of the coconut surface, and also some of the hair of the skin of the tree will be on the formwork. Our next project is a restaurant, beachfront restaurant at Patchara. So tourists, foreigners perceive Patchara as a red light district city. If you go to main area of Patchara, you will, it is harder to find Thai language, but you will see Russian or American language. It is the city that's shaped by tourism effect. Okay, so this is Pattaya, this is Ao Thai, Bangkok is here. So Ao Thai is the largest bay in Thailand. Chao Phraya River, which is the main river of Thailand, flows to the ocean there. And because of there are many factories along Chao Phraya River, Chao Phraya River is flowing from top to bottom here. Ao Thai River contain contaminated materials around the outflow point. So Pattaya is the closest swimmable beach to Bangkok. It is the best place for a family with a small kid to do a short trip vacation or during the weekend or even one-day trip. Also, the southeastern part of Thailand will block the strong wind from Pacific Ocean. It makes our Thai Sea to be very calm. And I think Pattaya has the most beautiful sunset in Thailand because it has the beach on the west side, and it will have the best reflection of the sea. Mm-hmm. So our aim is to use architecture to emphasize the unique part of Pattaya, the sunset, and the best beach for family. So the program is a restaurant with a playscape for all ages, beachfront lawn that allows outside guests. It is quite weird for the Thai to socialize with strangers. So from my observation, this is the privacy boundary for the extroverts and introverts, kids and adults. So definitely extrovert adults will have smaller privacy boundary than the introverts, but the kids have almost the same. But what I found interesting is that the parents with the kid will have as small boundary as their kids. And the parents with kids always be able to socialize if they come with the kids. So our building allows adults to play with the kids. Okay. So the playscape have a slider at the middle of the building. So we found that the section of the slider is similar to the section of the sphere. So we use the quarter sphere as we use the quarter sphere shape, and it will be a fall-proof slider. The adult will slide faster because of their weight, and it won't be too boring for them. So our side is right at the beach, but there is a small canal on the back side, on the front side, and people have to enter from the small bridge. So, so the structure that used to make the slider has to be very light. It has to be very, people have to be able to carry it by hand. So we use fiberglass as the slider and the structure. And this is the worker testing the slider. And we use the truck to carry from the factory and to the site. So the restaurant is on the right side, and the slider is on the middle, and the swings are on the left side. So parents can eat and enjoy their meal and enjoy the scenery, and they can allow their kids to be able to play without overlooking at them, because the slider is fall-proof. And they enter the slider from the back side. Not only sliding, but climbing is also fun for the kids. So this is the activity that can happen in the slider. So parent, which is me, going up first and then help my son who's not strong enough to climb to the top, and then we slide down together. Okay, this is me testing. During the night, so the architecture has same color with the sky during the sunset. And this is the beachfront lawn that connected to the playscape, and people can sit there and enjoy the sunset. So next project is a very small boutique hotel in Old Town, Bangkok. The Bangkok is right at the middle of Thailand, and the Old Town Bangkok is also in the middle of Bangkok. And our side is very small, very narrow building here. The old town called Ratanakosin Island, because it was surrounded by the canal. So Old Town Bangkok used to be a very beautiful neighborhood full of workplace, old temples, commercial and private houses. However, the municipality would like to preserve the image of Old Town and change the zoning code. So right now, only cultural and government-related programs are allowed to be at this area. So the area is dead during the night and also during the weekend. Also, the row house of prostitution, homeless tents, and black market invade the empty space, such as the footpaths and old buildings. This is our site. it used to be a roadway to the palace, and our client is the fourth generation of the one who owns the palace. And the palace was sold, and only small, narrow land was left to the fourth generation. But because of the narrowness, the site was abandoned for 30 years. And all the family members of the owners feels that this site is useless because you cannot build anything. But it has, one of the potential of the site is that it is right in front of the historical gate, which is used to be the entrance of another palace in front of the site. Also, because of it being abandoned for a long time, the row house around the site did illegal expansion to the site boundary, put windows, condensing units, and kitchen exhaust that blows to our site. So that is one of the reasons that all the family members feels that this is a useless piece of land. So the landowner grew up in this area, and he loved this area so much. He asked us to design a small boutique hotel. Actually, if we follow the building code directly, we need to do a 1 meter setback on each side. And our side is 5 meter wide, so building will be 1 meter wide without any window. Sorry. However, we choose, and also because of the illegal expansion of the entire neighborhood of the site, we choose not to file a report on the neighborhood's window and condensing units, but we use that as a positive point for us to create an agreement that our project can build to the edge of the boundary and can do the same what they did to us, which is we can have window and opening too. So, but we don't want to build a solid building, a straight solid building, and in that area, we want to preserve the openness and the flow of the air as much as possible because it is shared between our project and the neighborhoods. We found that the site has very good temperature because the neighborhood building blocks the sunlight for us. It is 6 stories high. And I think the temperature is similar to the time when people can live without air conditioners. We are inspired by the setting of the Thai house, the plan on the left side. Thai house, central of Thailand, has this typical Thai house, which one room is one pavilion, bedroom is one pavilion, kitchen is one pavilion, and all the pavilion places on the large balcony, and each pavilion has a small gap in between to allow the wind flow. So we apply that idea to our section because it is too narrow to do the same thing, but we try to have the same setting as old Thai house, so we separated each room of the unit horizontally and vertically. So the section looks like this, but the plan looks like an E shape. So we have a corridor on the back, and then we enter each units. Okay, this is the section from the diagram study that we did. So in front, we also have large stair that connects the street to the lobby on the top floor. And this stair will be an outdoor auditorium that people can have activity on the street, and also have the view of the old gateway on the backside. So this is the ceremony during the opening of the building, but it's not, the construction hasn't finished yet. It's just a feng shui thing that you have to open this day. So the front setback is it's long enough, about 6 meters, so you can have ceremony here or dancing here, or you can even dance on the other side of the street, which is on the bottom of the gateway. So it's the front facade, which is the west facade. And the section of the short section of the front facade, there is 2 units on the top, and also on the rooftop we have a balcony as a public space. This is a second floor lobby. It hasn't finished yet. This is a bedroom on the 3rd floor. This is the bedroom on the back side, which is 12 square meters area, and the stair to the rooftop. This is the window of the west facade. So we don't have the second layer of glass, so we want the guests to be able to feel the ambient of the neighborhood. And circulation of the building is entirely open air, because good climate zone. And this is the largest guest room. That it is C-shaped. People enter here and then walking through the corridor and enter this high ceiling bathing area, and the bed is on the raised floor here. So because we built with a small setback, and we can share the view that the guests in the lobby can see the facade of the neighborhood's building. And this is the top floor balcony. So from here you can see all the palaces in Old Town, and you can enjoy the palace view with the sunset. Okay. This is my last project. It is an all-day swimming pool at Patchara province. So I started designing this project from looking at what people did in the past, and Patchara did a lot of rice paddy. So I found that people used to live with the sun and with the water. They are okay working under the sunlight at 12 a.m. and also playing under the sun and the water. But now we all hate the sunlight, and people prefer to stay indoor with full AC all day. Sorry. So Patchara is here. It's a secondary city. It is 5 hours drive from Bangkok. And even though Patchara has a beautiful tourist attraction, like this is Khao Kho, which is the main tourist attraction of Patchara. Tourists used to go there to enjoy the morning mist and the sunrise. There are some resorts there, but majority of the tourists choose to stay in the city and wake up at 4 a.m. and drive 40 minutes to the location to enjoy the morning mist. But after 10 p.m., there is nothing to do anymore in the province. So the resort that I designed is a 4-star city hotel. Each room is facing Khao Kor Sierra on the west side. This is the view from rooftop swimming pool to the Sierra. So on the west side of the guest room tower, we put another swimming pool on the garden on the west side. And our aim is to fill the gap, to fill the timeline gap, and creating an outdoor program that people can play all day. So right after they went to Khao Kor, they finish at 4 a.m. and they will be able to swim right after they done the activity. So this swimming pool has to be able to swim all day, even during the harsh weather condition like 12 a.m. It is a all-day swimming pool for all age that allows outside guests to use this space like a public garden for the province. So on the top of the swimming pool, there are planters that it is inverted pyramid shape, and it is distorted a little bit to cantilever 2 meters to one side. So the planters can block 70% of the sunlight during the day, but because of the pyramid shape, it allows the wind to be able to flow almost 100% at the area where people are standing in the water. And the pool is a bowl shape, so kids can play at the narrow zone, and they can access to the pool like from around the bowl of the pool. And also the planters will create privacy that the people on the room won't see them swimming in the pool. So this is the section that we cut to each level. This is water surface level, this is head level, and this is the top of the planter level. And the structure that we study, all of the pipes, electricity and overflow pipes are built inside this pyramid structure. This is when we are building it with the formworks. It is exposed concrete structure. We call it marine grade in Thailand. So the marine grade is the strongest concrete, and it won't allow the water to be able to leak out. So we put the soil and we can plant the tree right in the middle of it. This is the view from underneath the planters. So this is me testing the swimming pool. This is the view from the guest room. So they will see some of the activity, but it is not too sexy to use. This is 10 a.m. So during the day, this swimming pool is the foreground for the beautiful scenery on the backside, but during the night it becomes a light sculpture. And during the night when people don't play the pool anymore, the surface of the pool is calm, and then it becomes a mirror that reflects the planters, and it makes the planters lighter. And the whole swimming pool becomes the sculpture. And this is during the night, when the wind blows to the surface of the water, there will be a wave of light reflection to the sculpture. So on the right side of on the east side of the swimming pool, there is a guest room tower. And underneath is a restaurant, which is open to the public. I will talk a little bit about the building. So each guest room was detached and have a 1 meter gap in between the room. So these gaps allow the cross ventilation and also being a noise protection for each room. So, and also people enter from this door and open, and they will enter to the outdoor balcony before entering each room, which it creates some experience to enjoy the room. And also the balcony here has a very good wind all day. This is the view from the guest room, and the right picture is the view from the balcony looking at the planters and swimming pool. So, during the night, and right now because of it is a secondary city, there's not much place to do or to go. So this one become more than just a hotel. It becomes a meeting place for people who live and work in Patchara. And the swimming pool is surrounded by the greeneries in the garden. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe Patchara. Thank you very much. Again, a big round of applause for Joe Patchara. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a short tea break, and we will resume back at the hall at 4:30 p.m. Do remember to drop your name cards on the transparent bowls for the lucky draw. Thank you, and see you back here at 4:30 p.m.